modern Western civilization, and the terminology is different in different countries, but the general idea is much the same. So I'll just use Canada as an example, is that there's really two levels of land ownership. First of all, there is the community as a whole. That's Canada for us. And we speak of sovereignty as the power to make decisions. And sovereignty includes an underlying title to all the land. That's a collective ownership of the land for the community. Now, it's even more complex in Canada because of the federal system. Some land is owned in the Crown land is owned in the right of provinces, others, Crown land is owned in the right of the federal government, but we don't have to worry about that at the moment. So we have this communal underlying title to all land. We talk about the territory of the Canadian state, and then it's the government, which is the decision-making authority for that. But we also have individual title, ownership in fee simple, and that's the type of title that you have if you own a house. You own that land. But the community has an underlying title. That is, gives the community the right to make rules about the use of the land, and even to take that land away. I drove up 17th Avenue coming out here and saw the construction. A lot of houses had to be taken out to do that. Now, I imagine most of them probably just took an offer for sale, but they knew that if they refused the offer, the City of Calgary had the right to expropriate their land. So this is an expression of the underlying communal title. So we have this double ownership of property, the communal and the individual. The individual ownership then in fee simple gives you the right, this is a classic description of rights of ownership, first of all to exclude others from use of it, put a sign, do not enter. Secondly, to manage the property and to enjoy the fruits of it, so plant a garden, farm it, build a house on it, use the house, whatever. And then the third classic right of property is the right to dispose of it, which could mean giving it away as a gift, selling it to somebody else, leaving it to somebody through a testament. Might be other ways of disposing of it, but those are the main ones. Okay, so Canadian society is built on property then, ownership in fee simple for individuals, with this underlying collective title, territorial government sovereignty over the territory of Canada. The best argument in defense of private ownership of property by individuals comes from the economist Friedrich Hayek, won the Nobel Prize back in the last century, as we say. Hayek argues that it's really due to the limitations of human knowledge. No person or committee knows enough to manage everything. Therefore, it's wiser to divide things up into little bundles, ownership bundles, and let individuals make decisions. Individuals are closer then to their property. Individuals have a better idea of what their own desires are than any government can. Individuals have a more intimate knowledge of the property itself. And ownership gives you incentive to improve it, because you can use your knowledge, which only you have, to create economic advantages which you can then enjoy. So it's the union of knowledge and incentive which makes private property so powerful. And that is really the underlying secret of the success of any economy. I mean, there's been enough experiments now in trying to run economies only with the communal side of property. It just simply does not work. So what we have in Canada then is this division between the underlying communal title and then the individual title, and that works pretty well, and it's generally accepted. There's really no communist party of any significance in Canada today which is opposed to the ownership of property as such. The major parties differ in the extent to which they want to use the underlying ownership of the state to regulate enjoyment of property. But there is no party which says that individuals should not be able to own and enjoy property. Fortunately, there obviously have been parties in some countries at some times which have been opposed to it, but fortunately for us, we don't have to have that debate in Canada. We can fight about other things.